Today I'm going to answer the question that every single person is asking me every single day, at least 100 times, how to find a faceless niche that can print money. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to do that. Now, for the people who don't know who I am, I'm Steffen. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with faceless YouTube channels, and I've helped hundreds of other people do the same. For example, here, Martin, we've helped to make $31,000 in one single month. All right. And then a bunch of others. You can literally stop this video, go through all of these if you want to, but now let's hop right into it. Before we can actually start looking for a niche, we actually need to understand the criteria of a good niche, because otherwise, what are we looking for? You know, so the first thing is very simple. There are under 5 smaller channels creating content in this niche that are consistent or constantly getting more views than they have subscribers. That means, or this means, there's high demand and low supply. This is one of the most important things. Like most people that, you know, get into the YouTube automation game always go for luxury, or health or stuff like that, which is all super oversaturated. Obviously, there are, and I just want to mention this, in every single niche, there will always be sub niches which are printing money. So do not go for these broad niches these days anymore. Go for very simple sub niches. All right. These are the money makers, not these broad niches that, you know, you can think of like this when you think of a niche. So go for sub niches where you can make a lot of money. I, for example, now have a student who's in the luxury niche who's printing $5,000 a month just because he is in a sub niche, right? And that channel is not like, it has been monetized for 1 month. So we're heading towards a $10,000, $15,000 a month with that channel. I'll update you guys on that. But very important, look for sub niches where there's high demand and low supply. Next up, there are no channels with over 100,000 subscribers. This one is super important because how are you going to compete against a channel which already has the YouTube's trust, which already has made a bunch of money that they can reinvest into that channel with a brand new channel? So that's why I say, like, always go for niches where there aren't any big channels, because your chance of success is going to be way higher in those niches. Then there are no smaller channels failing. Nobody's looking at this, right? Why should your channel be successful if there are thousands of channels failing, right? You're not special, and your channel is not going to be special, especially if you go into, you know, a niche and you do the exact same thing as everyone else. Right? Do not do that. Look for niches where there are no small channels failing. This is super important, right? Very important. Then the niche is not older than 6 months. This is super important. And you know, the thing is, if the niche is already older than 6 months, then in many cases, they are already very developed channels with like over 100,000 subscribers, and they will most probably be channels that are failing. So make sure that your niche is still very young. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't go into the luxury niche, because the luxury niche is already 10 years old. You simply look for sub niches again, right? So very simple. Then I can create better content than my competitors. Your content can also just be longer, right? Now, if you ask me how long, at least 1.5 times longer. All right. So just put your competitor's average video length into a calculator, then times that by 1.5, and then you know your video length. Then next up, am I interested in this niche? Not a must, as long as you build a team that has interest in the niche. So this is also important, so you can actually make good videos. Then, is it monetizable? That's super important, because otherwise you're not going to make any money. Then a huge bonus if they post long videos. Why? Because you can make more money with the long videos. You have, you know, you can place more ads throughout your video, which will lead to, you know, you making more money. Then very important, and this one is super important. That's why I'm going to make it super big like this. Important, give yourself enough time to do niche research. Do not rush the process. If you are going to go ahead and you're going to rush this process, you can just leave it from the start. I always say, like, if you don't do the niche research correctly, it's like building a house without a plan, right? It's not going to work. So always do this. And I don't know why most people don't preach this enough, but this is one of the most important things. Once you hit that and you really look for a good niche, the rest is going to be peanuts. The rest is going to be easy, all right? The most difficult part about YouTube automation of faceless YouTube channels is the niche research. So give yourself enough time, all right? Then a must-have tool, which I highly recommend, is NexLev. You will find a link to that tool in the video description. I'll show you exactly how to actually use NexLev, but it is, no joke, a must-have tool. You need that, like you can get that 13 euros a month subscription. It's really good. I'm using it. I'm going to use it now again. I'm not getting paid anything. Obviously we get like a little affiliate commission, but nothing big, but it's a must-have tool. All right. So let's actually get started in how exactly do I even find these niches. So first thing I do is I actually create a brand new YouTube account because I'm actually going to use the YouTube homepage method. Keep in mind, the YouTube algorithm has changed and the YouTube algorithm is more like the TikTok, Instagram algorithm now. So YouTube is actually pushing small channels to the YouTube homepage, which is super powerful. So what you're going to do is just imagine this is a new homepage now. So of like a completely brand new YouTube channel. And what you do then is you literally go whatever you're interested in. For example, the biggest houses, just as an example, you look this up and then you land on this page, right? On here, you look at like, hey, okay, this video, is it faceless? If yes, then you click on it. Whoops, you click on it and you actually look at the video a little bit. While it's going, right? In the same time, you can already go here on the side and click on the next video. Now, if you are logged into an account, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channels, like the videos. You can also comment on some videos just to show YouTube like, hey, this person wants to see faceless videos on, this person likes faceless videos. And then YouTube is going to push a bunch of faceless videos to your YouTube homepage. All right. So now we can just continue here. And very often we will already find very small channels. Here on the side, boom, there we already have one, 1,500 subscribers. This is how easy it is, guys. It is so easy to find good niches. Now, this one would not be the best. I always say like if it only has 1 or 2 viral videos, it's a one-hit wonder. So this one would not be the best. But here you can just see how fast you can find small channels. So now we can just continue going. Wonders unveiled. Let's have a look. Boom, another small channel. And you guys saw that this was a brand new YouTube account. All right. Now this channel, once again, not many, viral videos, but we just keep on going. Trust me, it won't take long for us to find something really, really good. So let's just keep on going. Let me click on here, this one, and boom. Another small channel, 200,000 views. I'm literally doing this live. So you guys know I'm not, faking this or anything. Here we have a good one. That's how fast you can find a niche. It literally took me maybe like 3 minutes to show you guys this. So one month old, this channel has gotten 600,000 views. So this is how fast it can go. All right. And this was just literally by clicking. And that's not even the real strategy behind this. But what you do after you click through a few videos, and I'm actually going to use this channel like for some other stuff very shortly. Once you click through a few videos, you just go to your normal YouTube homepage, and on here you will now see here faceless video. This one, I don't know, faceless video. Here mindfold. Let's actually have a look. Boom, small channel. This is how easy it is to find faceless channels. It's no joke. It was never this easy. Everyone who's not starting with YouTube automation now, you guys are gonna lose out. No joke. Faceless video. Everything is just faceless videos. And this is like literally YouTube handing faceless channels to you, faceless niche. Boom, another small channel. And this just continues and continues and continues exactly like this. Now, if you have NexLev, right, which is super, super helpful, right? And it's going to save you a bunch of time. So instead of, scrolling through the homepage as we just did, what you can do is you can scroll through this homepage. So here we have another one, Rocket Films. Boom, small channel doing quite well. And this is actually the account I'm using sometimes for niche research. So you can either, just always do incognito, or you can just create a bunch of these accounts and use them for niche research. But if you have NexLev, right? So instead, what you're going to do is instead of scrolling down and looking manually for small channels, which is obviously going to take forever, what you can do is you can just click on filters and then just filter this down to like 30,000 subscribers. Boom. And then here, you see all of the small channels on your YouTube homepage, which can save you hours and hours and hours and hours of time. So a bunch of, small channels here. This one, just as an example, does well. Here's another one. Boom. This one I probably don't know yet. Creators of Curiosity, and 11 videos, 8,000 subscribers. It's doing fantastic. Look at the last last 4 videos. That's how quickly you can find a niche. That's why I always say, like, YouTube automation is easy. You just have to do it. Like you just need to dig into niche research and just try to find as many niches as just possible. So now let me tell you one other thing that NexLev can actually do, which is super helpful when you do niche research. So firstly, you can go here to similar channels, which will now help you to find more competitors in this niche. So instead of, going manually and trying to find other competitors manually, you can literally with one click get all of the competitors in one place. And that's why I say that NexLev is no joke. The 13 euros you pay a month for NexLev is going to save you hours and hours of time. Plus I have like a discount code. I think it's like Steffen20 or something. I don't know. You will see in the video description. Just check that. But NexLev is really, really insane. All right. Just have a look. Like, just wait a little. It's going to be done very soon. But this is no joke the easiest way to do niche research in 2025. And I believe anyone can start a channel. So here we can now just filter this from small subscribers to big. So here we have a bigger channel already. Let's have a look. Maybe it didn't do it that. It's still loading. Okay, it's still loading. So let's just give it some more time. I think now it's done. All right. So let's have a look at what we can find. So we don't want this. We want days and start. Now you can already here see Cosmic Discoveries. Let's have a look at this channel. Boom, another channel that's doing super, super well. So with this, we can now see that there are a bunch of new channels doing very well. Now, the next thing we can actually see with NexLev is we can go to analytics, right? Which is super important because you always want to pick a niche that can actually make you enough money for your desired goals, right? So this channel has 27 videos. This might not be up to date until now because the channel is still very new, but it's going to show you the RPM, the channel revenue, the views, all of these things. But like I said, it's maybe not going to be 100% up to date. So 300,000 views, $1,000 could be accurate. So we can see $3-4 RPM, and we can literally see everything here, everything. The next thing, what we can do with NexLev is we can literally analyze the channel. So I just want to, analyze the channel already while this is going. So we can just click here, analyze the channel. Now it's going to analyze the whole channel for us and tell us exactly what does the audience like, what they don't like. And then we can also click here on niche overview, which might be super powerful as well to find a bunch of other channels in this niche. So now it's just analyzing the videos and the channels. This one, it's already done. Let's go. NexLev is very fast today. So here we can see best performing content buckets. So you can see all of that, best performing title formats. Here's saturation and analysis, performance patterns, everything. What the viewers liked, what the viewers didn't like. You can literally see everything. Suggested topics, then script style guidelines. That gives you everything here. Everything you need. And then here, like if you have like this niche overview, you can literally go viral videos on small channels. Boom, small channel, small channel, small channel, small. You can see all of these small channels, then viral videos on medium channels above 1 million views, then high outlier score. All of these are super, super big outliers. Here views, I don't know, and then recently published, it just sources all of the recently published videos. So this is basically how we do niche research. Very, very simple. Like the YouTube homepage method is no joke, overpowered, and it's feeding you niches the whole day as you use it. All right. So this is how I do niche research. This is the easiest way to do it. And this is how you can do it too. And then I'll see you guys in the next video.